Okay, so this lesson I'm going to talk about the different types of email sequences and autoresponders that you're going to want to set up with your system. I already talked about the emails that you're going to send out as reminders for your webinar. Now I want to kind of switch and talk about the different types of emails, the sequences that you're going to set up for, let's say, you have a lead magnet or a squeeze page, and then they come into your email list. What type of email sequence you want to send them? Because remember, depending on the action that the customer takes is going to depend on which email sequence they're going to get. Okay? So the webinar funnel, you have the follow-up, you have the reminder emails, and then you have the follow-up emails, to get people to go watch the webinar replay. Okay, so now we have what they call a soap opera email sequence. And this is for if someone doesn't really know you, know what you do, or know you as a character, as a person. This is the first email sequence that you want them to go through. Okay, so if you have some lead magnet and they take the offer like a checklist or a recipe book, and then they join your email list, this is the email sequence you want to fire off first. Okay, and it's just a 5-day or 5 emails sequence. So the first one that you're gonna have fire off right away after they join your list is gonna set the stage. Basically, you're just gonna let them know who you are, what to expect, like how many emails that you're gonna get. Are they gonna get them once a day, every other day? I recommend every day, once a day. And so just let them know, like, hey, you know who you are. This is what to expect. Thank you for joining my list. Things like that. And then you want to leave all your emails with an open loop. Basically, you want to pull them into the next email. So at the end of your emails, you want to say, so if you want to know more, you have to open tomorrow's email or something. I'll give you some examples when we get to this email 2. Okay, so yeah, the first one, you're just setting the stage, letting them know exactly what to expect and who you are, and then thank them for joining your email list. And at the end, P.S. Look for tomorrow's email subject line, and then tell them what the subject line is for the next email. Okay, so email 2, this is where is going to be the drama email. You want to start off at the drama part of your life, because remember, the customers or your prospects, they're probably at a pain point in their life. So you want to take yourself back to the time when you were in pain and before you went on this journey and had gotten the results that you have gotten. So you want to start off there with the high drama, and then you want to go back to your backstory. Okay, so high drama first, and then go back to the backstory. Let them know your backstory you've already created earlier in this course, and then you want to stop when you get to the wall. Okay, so you tell your backstory, and then tell them, and then you hit a setback, and then you tell them at the end, P.S. Look for tomorrow's email where I'm going to tell you exactly how I got past that setback and broke through this wall. It's going to be great. The subject line is going to say, and then whatever subject line of your next email. Okay? So email number 3, the third day, is going to be your aha moment or your epiphany. So you're going to let them know, like, oh, yeah, then I was able to get through the setback. I found a new way to get the result. It's awesome. And then you go into your, epiphany that you had with this new system, and then talk about your step-by-step plan that you came up with. Okay? And then at the end of this email, you're going to leave it open loop by letting them know about the hidden benefits. And be like, not only does it help you get, the result, but there's some really awesome hidden benefits that no one knows about. So look for tomorrow's email. The subject line is going to be hidden benefits, and I'm going to tell you exactly what else my system will help you with. Okay? And then your 4th email is obviously the hidden benefits, and this is gonna be your first real kind of sales pitch email. Okay, so you're going to let them know about your system. You're going to let them know about the benefits, how they can get the result faster or cheaper or whatever the case may be, depending on what it is that you're going to help people solve. And then you're going to let them know that you want to have some sort of scarcity on this email. And then finally, the last email that they get of this sequence is going to be urgency with a call to action. So let them know, maybe you want to bring them into the training, your webinar. Let them know like, hey, look, I only have so many seats available in the webinar. Take action now, because I don't want you to miss out on this life-changing opportunity. Okay, and so then you have the link to the webinar or the training, and that's how you get them into, the free training, and ultimately, hopefully they buy your product then. So remember, this soap opera email sequence is for, if they came into your email list off a lead magnet or some other way that you have set up. So they got into your email list. This is the very first email sequence you're going to put them through. Okay? So if they've already seen your webinar and they already went through that, you're not going to put them through this email sequence. You're going to put them through this next one I'm going to talk about. Okay? So that's the first sequence you want to put any customer through if they don't know who you are or what it is that you are going to help them solve. Okay? And then the second type of sequence is the I think I spelt it wrong, but it's the Seinfeld sequence. Okay, so with this one, this isn't going to, like the first one, the soap opera sequence, that's going to be automated. You can set that up ahead of time, and because everyone's going to go through that same autoresponder sequence. This type of email sequence, this one isn't going to be an autoresponder, because what you're going to do with this one is every day you're just going to talk about your life, So every email in this sequence is about what's going on in your life. But here's the key here. You want to tie it back. You want to make sure that it has something to do with what you're selling. Okay, so you want to, for example, let's say that you're helping people lose weight or something like that. And you used to be a wrestler in high school or something. You can talk about how, back in high school you had this wrestling match that you thought you were going to lose because the guy was much bigger, but you were able to overcome it. You were able to beat him, and that gave you the confidence, and now that's confidence you've brought into your business. Okay, and like that win gave you the confidence to tackle all your problems in life, and ultimately helped you with creating this business or whatever. Just tie in whatever topic you're talking about for that email into the business somehow. Okay, that's the key. Every email, it needs to be a sale. Okay, you want to try and sell something, because that's the name of the game. Okay, it's email marketing. So you want to make sure that you're selling your product or your services in every email, but the story of each email will be different. It's going to be tied into whatever it is that's happening in your life. Maybe you want to talk about the vacation you're going to go on this year. Somehow tie in a way to sell your product with that email, with that story. Okay, this is where it gets a little complicated. It might be a little difficult, but once you start getting into the hang of tying every story into a sale for your product, the emails will start coming up right off the top of your head. You'll be able to knock them out, in 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, so this type of email, remember, it's not an autoresponder. It's just going to be you're just going to highlight everyone on your email list, and it's like a newsletter basically, and just hit send. And here's a cool trick you can do. Every one of these Seinfeld emails, after you create it, take it and either record the audio and turn it into like your podcast or your vlog or even your blog. Okay, use that same content as your blog or your podcast or your vlog for the day. Okay, there's no reason that you have to continually make a bunch of new content, because it's going to take forever for you, and then you're going to get overwhelmed. So just reuse your content on different platforms and in different ways. Okay, and that's the key to making your life easier. You don't want to make your life harder, you make it easier. Okay, so yeah, just your emails that you send out, just write it up onto your blog, or actually just record it into your podcast, or take a camera and vlog and talk about the same thing, and that will be your vlog for the day, or your blog, or your podcast. Okay, and yeah, that's the that's the email sequences. There's really nothing to it. All you're trying to do is emails. You're just trying to keep the customer engaged with your company, because remember, it takes 5 to 7 times of interacting with a business before someone actually buys a product. So all these emails are doing is building trust. You're trying to build a rapport. You're trying to get them to connect with you. It's kind of like an episode of Seinfeld. That's why it's called that, because every day is just like a new episode of your life. That's all it is. And people are going to tune in every day because they want to watch. They want to see what you're up to. If you do a good job with connecting with people, that are always going to want to come to your YouTube channel and see what you're talking about for the day, or they're going to go to your blog and see what you're talking about. Your people on your email list are going to open up your emails every day, and every time you're selling, you're tying it back into your sale for your business in some way, shape, or form. That's the key to having massive success. Okay, so I hope that helps with your emails and your follow-ups and your your autoresponders and everything like that on what to say. Download the worksheets. There's examples of actual emails. I'm also giving you my email sequence for the webinar funnel, so you can just kind of mirror my email sequence to give you an idea of how it works. And yeah, I hope that helps. And don't forget, if you have any questions at all on what to say or anything like that, please shoot me a message in Facebook or send me an email, and I'll be gladly to share my emails with you. I'll let you swipe the files, just change things around to make it match for your brand, and I have no problem with that. I'm here to help you guys, so don't hesitate if you guys are stuck with your email sequences, because email is really key. Follow-up is like the money's in the follow-up. Okay, so don't hesitate to ask me for some help, or ask me to send you guys some templates or whatever the case may be. I'm more than happy to help you guys. Okay, so with that, I will see you on the next lesson. We're going to start talking about the different types of traffic, and we're going to get into the Facebook ads and actually filling your funnel and getting people into your webinar and making some sales. So I can't wait, man. I'll see you guys in the next lesson.